coming in sharing something to me that's deep. I don't know. My experience may be different than yours, but what I feel like it probably is like it's something that's deep, right? So I want people to kind of know, who you are, like how you got to this point. You know what I'm saying? So
when you say to this point, you mean just like, not trying to be technical, but
no, for sure. So like how they say like elevator speech is 30 seconds a minute, right? It ain't got to be that short. Like we got 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? If you wanna
you talking about this point in our life, right? Just like
right
now.
Yeah. So it's just like obviously y'all gonna talk real quick about name, where you from, and then we'll go to the on to the next person. But I want y'all to be able to give kind of a synopsis of hey, here's where I grew up. Here was kind of my background, or maybe if you come from money, like hey, I kind of come from money and we're eating good, or with your socioeconomic status, to better understand or bridge the gap of how important it is to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever it is, right? And so, then how you've gotten up to this point. So going to school, after school transitioning into work, and what you're doing right now, whatever.
Had to step my game up. When you bring my name up, they gon' say I came up. They gon' say I changed up. Step my game up. When you bring my name up, they gon' say I came up. They gon' say I changed up. Step my game up.
We live. So welcome to Rural University. This is episode 6 of this podcast. So anybody who's been kind of following this journey so far, you already know I start every episode just feeling like I'm in a production studio because of all these lights and cameras and all of this stuff that I'm not used to and haven't been used to in several years since I've been, playing sports. But it feels good. It feels good. And I got some beautiful, amazing guests. So I'm excited. So first, I'm going to kind of let everybody introduce themselves. We'll start off with your name and how old you are and where you are from. And I'll start with you.
Okay, so my name is Anissa Austin. I'm 27 and I'm from Bailey, North Carolina.
Bailey. Was that 252?
Yeah.
Nashville?
Yeah.
So how is that? Does it get smaller and smaller? Like, is it Nashville, Bailey? It's like Rocky Mountain, Nashville, Bailey.
Slick.
You
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Okay.
It kind of is like that.
Wilson,
Okay.
all that 2-5.
Yeah.
All that.
We on the outside.
Yeah.
Kinda
All the Nash County get smaller like that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Bailey. All right. Where you at?
So my name is Miah, but I go by Miah Dinero.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
22 years old, and I'm also from Bailey too.
Okay.
We're sisters.
All right. Okay. All right.
My name Quay. I mean, that's what pretty much everybody call me. I'm from Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. So 2-5, of course.
Yes, sir.
I'm Bass. That's what everybody call me. 26 from Bailey, North Carolina.
All right. So, how we got here is connecting and both being creators, and obviously me being able to connect me to these other amazing creators as well. I guess kind of catch us up on, who you are, the world of me, right? So, I know you said Bailey, but coming out of Bailey,
Yeah, so I'm gonna definitely say when I got out of high school, I was definitely like undecided, and I thought I wanted to be a nurse, but it wasn't me that thought I wanted to be a nurse. Everybody was in my ear. I had like my family like, you should go to school to be a nurse. This is what you should do. I can see you doing this, and I had them in my ear, but I knew deep down that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I actually went to a community college and got my medical assistant diploma, and I was like, this ain't what I want to do.
Yeah.
So I sat out for a year, and I was like, I gotta go back to school for something. I gotta figure out what I want to do. But then it was like, I had really started watching YouTube videos, and I was like, I really want to start YouTube, but I didn't know where to start. So that was probably when I was like 23. I'm 27 now.
Yeah.
So I went to school for accounting. I'm an auditor now, so you know.
Okay.
But
That's a 9 to 5.
yeah,
Right,
9 to
that's
5.
capability.
Yeah,
Right,
and
right.
that's and I know like deep down like that's not my passion. Like it's a job. I don't hate it or nothing. I love my job. Gets the bills paid, but I just rather be doing something that I enjoy. And it's not even about the money. It's about the freedom. Like I just want to be able to just get up every day and just be excited and not get up like, oh man, like what's gonna be what do they gonna bring, So that's I kinda got here just really just trying to figure it out, like the beginning of my 20s, but now I'm 27. It's like I know what I want to do, and I'm gonna keep going. So for anybody out there that's really wanna follow their dreams, don't worry about what nobody else is saying. Just go for it.
Look, we started this thing. This is episode 6, so we just started. We were talking about this earlier, right? So, as a creator, or at least for podcasts, you got to be prepared to do 100 episodes without anybody listening, right? And so, personally, I truly appreciate every supporter, and it's like, oh, thank you, because from sharing what you may feel or think or designing, right? I mean, you're designing by day and night. We'll get to that, but I think everybody wants to feel appreciated and feel like that what their contribution to the world is, no matter what that gift is well received. You know what I'm saying?
So we're going to talk about YouTube.
Oh yeah. So now with it,
okay.
you started.
So I mean, along with my 9 to 5, I also have my own business that is kind of to the side right now because I feel like I was trying to do too much. But I'm really focusing on YouTube, and working my 9 to 5. But kind of like I said, I got into YouTube because like I've been wanting to do it for a couple of years, but I just kind of like took that leap like last year. It's been last year in February, so. Okay. But
so definitely 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So cheers to that.
So make sure you guys subscribe, Nissan Andrea. So.
Yeah, Nissan Andrea. So we're gonna have that in the link below. And I don't know how to do it, but shout out to my behind the scenes producers, get me right. But yeah, so all right, so definitely a year. Shout out to you. Congrats on the 1 year.
Thank you.
And we definitely gonna come back to that and not the balls it takes, but the balls it takes to put yourself out there and be on screen, because there's some weird people out here.
Yeah, definitely.
They just hate for no reason. Like they stretch and yawn and be like, all right, let me just hate. Let me go. All right, so.
I went to Winston-Salem State University.
Hey, that's my fiance went.
Oh, for
She
real?
went there as well.
That is awesome. But at first I was undecided going to college. Well, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just about to go to a community college just because. So then one of my friends was like, come to Winston with me.
Yeah.
And then we ended up falling out my freshman year in college. But I'm glad that she led me to go to a HBCU.
Yeah.
It was a cultural experience. I feel like a lot of minor kids should experience HBCU.
Yeah. You know what? I feel the same way. And that's not like a quick sidebar. I know I kind of took over a little bit, but going to a PWI is
different.
It is totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And being able to see yourself represented everywhere from top to bottom and just feel home. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally different. So it's like real music and culture and connection versus like, Flight of the Bumblebee. And then, like, nah, it's two totally different things. So
you get to be around your people. It's just
you can be yourself.
Yeah, you can be yourself. You dress yourself. Change your hair every day if you want to.
Right. Amen. Ain't nobody looking at you crazy. Right. Or asking you questions. No, that's real. All right, so I ain't in control. Yeah.
Oh no, you fine.
So Winston.
Yeah, Winston was experience. I got my bachelor's degree in accounting with the concentration of corporate finance. Yeah, we kind of You got the same
sisters.
mindset,
Alright.
definitely.
Alright.
So yeah, I also do YouTube, and currently I work for the SBA, the Small Business Administration. It's a cool job. It's okay, but it's really not what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Right, not the passion. Yeah.
I
So
just
like she said, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I just have that entrepreneur mindset, and that's what I want to transition into.
Yeah.
Be my own boss.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So we're gonna shout that out. What's the YouTube?
My YouTube is Miah Dinero, MIAHDINERO.
Okay.
Follow me on all platforms.
For sure. We're gonna tag that as well. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And then my dog right here. This gonna be my dog right here.
Yeah, Smitty.
Um,
Yeah. So I went to Lenore Ryan. I got a football and track scholarship. You know what I'm saying. So Lenore Ryan was a small school, D2 school, but we were fine in football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. We were good in track too at the same time. And you know what I'm saying. So I graduated, had a chance to go to the league, but it was just messed up, screwed. You know what I'm saying. And you know what I'm saying. Started working, started making money. Stayed in Charlotte, you know what I'm saying? My school was like an hour from Charlotte. And then back here, so.
But so how was it, man, coming from Rocky Mount to Charlotte? That's definitely a population size difference.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But the crazy thing, my school was like an hour away, and we was country. Like my
Yeah.
school was country.
Yeah.
But like my family, I had some my aunt, my uncle stayed in the so I used to go there all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I used to
So
go
you
there.
had at least a little bit of family and connection to lean on, at least.
Yeah.
Even just mentally, that's important to know. Like,
Yeah.
Something crazy too happened. Right?
Yeah, literally.
Fall back on some family.
I used to go there, especially when I was in school. I used to go there. They'll give me food.
Yeah.
I used to come back to school.
Man, that's major, man.
Yeah, it's good all the
It's like
time.
a village. Yeah.
So I got used to it, and then I
Yeah.
stayed down there with them for a while
Yeah.
before I got my place down there in Hickory, where my school was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, working there, but I came back this way last July, maybe. Yeah, last
Okay.
July.
Okay.
I came back. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So from ball to working, grinding.
Yeah,
Same.
same type of money. You know, just
Right.
gotta make it.
Right.
It's just a different style.
Same type of mentality. It's
Yeah.
just figuring it out. on
Yeah,
front
that's
side.
the main
Yeah,
thing. Figuring it out.
Yeah,
Everything.
right. Yeah, we're gonna circle the block on that. We're gonna
Okay.
circle the block.
That's a bit.
All right. And then Bass, what's up, man?
Yeah, so I started after high school. I had football dreams, but that didn't work out. So went community college back home for architectural technology because since I was 8, I had always wanted to draw floor plans and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So mom's always taught me to work hard and do what you do, have a great attitude, you get where you want to in life.
Yeah.
So I did that, went through a period of time where I did do YouTube. That was about a year.
Yeah.
I was working 3 jobs, went through a little depression.
Going to get it.
Yeah, went through a little depression because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
Right.
Had everybody in my ear and stuff. So
What time? What? How old were you then? What time frame is this?
that was about 2016.
Okay. What's this year?
2022.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was about
6 years.
21?
That was about 21.
Yeah.
Trying
Alright, so 6.
I had a lot of like expectations for myself, so I pushed myself extra hard.
Yeah.
Because I thought everybody else around me was just looking down on me, like
Yeah.
not looking down on me, but looking up to me to get stuff done. So did that, and just one year I came up with the clothing brand Cre8 because just like everybody in this room, like growing up, everybody gonna tell you what to do because they want you to live your life how
Through there.
through their experiences and stuff, but you gotta see stuff for yourself as you grow.
Yeah.
So I came up with this because it's like it's my life. I can do what I want to do, and I ain't gotta worry about nobody telling me how or just telling me like how I got where I'm at because I know my abilities. So
Yeah.
that's why I came up with Cre8 because you can do whatever you put your mind to, and you create your own life. Don't let nobody else create it for you. So.
Well, that's I mean, that's definitely a you know, I kind of think about how do you live through or learn through people's experiences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without taking on people's limitations, right? So it may be beneficial for somebody to say, "I am blood. You going down this road? You trying to do blah blah blah?
Yeah.
Watch out for this."
See
You know
that?
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like that side. I get
But on
that
the other
one.
side,
The other side,
you got people's limitations.
like,
What?
Like, go do this.
You gonna try that?
Get that kind of.
I don't know.
You need to
Yeah,
do
Be
this.
careful. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
You need to
saying?
do this.
Like
Right,
you,
right.
Like you doing
Nah.
YouTube or something like that. That ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah.
You just wait and see. Like
Right.
you don't know what I'm capable of. So
Right. Well, so this was going, man. So talk about that. I know you hit on that before. You had your YouTube. You started it. I mean, you was grinding, right? 3 jobs.
I
You
had 3
need deep,
jobs,
right?
going to school.
And you
I
got the
cope.
channel popping. But talk about your subscribers, man. You got what?
Now
Come
within
on.
like 2 months, I had like 226 subscribers.
Come on
I
now.
just put it down.
Come on now.
Are you familiar with Pelican Snowballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I co-own the one in Rocky Mount.
Oh, bro,
Me and him
come
was
on,
working
man.
together, and I had like it was 2 other of my guys who was doing that.
Salute,
Now I
man.
started YouTube then, just doing pranks on him,
Yeah.
videos with everybody.
You be a guinea pig, man. Sorry, your mental health had to
Yeah,
suffer
you was.
because of that.
Fort
Yeah,
spray.
he mad as a motherfucker. Man.
We talking about that.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
boy.
black man and mental health matters, guys.
Scar now.
Right. All right. So yeah, man. So matter of fact, shout out that YouTube. Even though you're not doing it.
Now the YouTube is on Curly Head Eskimo.
All right, curly hair Eskimo. All right, so we're gonna tag that as well.
And then,
Just cause, man, like that's a milestone for me. You know what I mean? Like to get to that point. Shoot, I ain't nowhere near that point.
I didn't know it was 2 months.
And I've been for 2 months. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was some stuff I did to get there, and I was
Yeah,
promotions and all that stuff like that. Everybody in the YouTube community,
yeah.
you got link with the people
Network.
in the YouTube community.
Right, partner. Yeah. And just learn, man. I'm trying to absorb. See?
I even did like some stuff where I was paying like $20 for a promotion,
Yeah.
and that got me like 15 followers.
Yeah, bruh. So look, man. So even just kind of like knowing that or sharing that knowledge, right? Coming up, you don't know what you don't know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So like I know in football in particular, they talk about what do you have in your toolbox, right?
Yeah.
If you're trying to accomplish a certain goal, ultimately what they're trying to say is how are you going to go about things? Some people look at every situation as a sledgehammer. You know what I'm saying? And we call those linebackers.
Facts.
Right? But as you get older, as you fine tune whatever your craft is, right? YouTube, playing ball, you know what I'm saying? And you growing in 2 months and you getting 100 clip a month, like, come on, man.
yeah.
So
I just got my job now. It's like, yeah, I ain't gonna have time. I mean, it's always time, but I'm gonna sleep as it is now. But
yeah. Amen.
it's great.
Alright,
That's
so
why I helped them with theirs. So
yeah. Okay, so you behind the scenes,
I'm behind the scenes.
kind of doing that. Okay.
He in the videos.
I'm in the video too.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I
Alright.
give pointers.
Alright, I got you. Alright. Well, man, shout out to my dog, man, Street. He's behind the scenes. He always hold me down. You know what I'm saying? You know, the producer. Alright, so I know in particular, I want to circle the block, man, and talk to you about one thing I feel like is important is for black men and women to be able to kind of share their experiences, what they've gone through, good or bad, right? Indifferent, the highs, the definitely the lows of it, and what you either have learned or what you are learning about yourself and about the people around you, right? During your transition through life. You know what I'm saying? And so being young, because what? I know you said what, 27,
I'm
26, 23,
Yeah.
22, 26?
27.
27, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So I mean, it's like, with you in particular, Quay, it's interesting, man. The conversation we were having earlier about coming from a smaller town, you know what I'm saying, going to a school where you out there going to get it. You know what I'm saying? You a dog out there, right? And everybody from your town got expectations of, oh yeah, he going to get it. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it's gonna be, right? And so we talked about that, what kind of COVID and how that impacted you, man.
Yeah.
And so share about that. COVID popped off in what, February and March 2020?
Yep, March 2020. So I can't tell you, like, of course, went to college. I was pretty good at football as well. So main thing was when
And
COVID hit,
what position?
I played running back. I was really like a slot,
Okay.
to be honest. But
Okay.
I ran jets and everything.
Okay.
So, and our formation.
So
we
you
played,
ATH athlete.
yeah. I do it
Yeah.
all, no
Yeah.
matter what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
Like
playing
Boone
there,
Miles, and he can throw.
Booby.
Right.
Said put me in.
Right.
Nah,
Right.
but like just playing ball and stuff. So my senior year come, like of course we had Kyle. He came out. I think the year before I did. He had went to the Patriots safety,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right. So it's me. It's a couple other players that's pretty good too, and like working out, training. You got a pro day that's like end of March. You like training for that,
Yeah.
and then COVID hit. Like,
Hold on. So talk about the process for training for that, right?
yeah,
Not only, so, and I don't know about you, but in my experience, right, when you're training for pro day, you treat your body so good.
yeah, you do. Yeah, well, better than you ever.
You know what I'm
should've
saying?
been
You
from when
drinking
was
water,
little.
and when you think about it, you like, now why the hell was I fucking
Yeah.
off, tricking off,
Yeah.
not there, you're not getting
Uh-huh.
sleep, not getting
Yeah,
rest.
son.
You know what I'm saying? Taking care of my body. If I'd have been doing this, imagine
Yeah,
how much of a freak I would.
you will look different.
You know
You
what I'm
will
saying?
feel different.
What?
Yeah,
Come on,
and
man.
that's for what, a month and a half.
Come on now. You know what I'm saying?
Like you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have been did that.
Been to that. Yeah.
Like if you need to now, you better stop. You better feel like that.
Right.
You better get some information.
Yeah. Well, and even so, just as a quick sidebar, like even that short period in of your life where you're kind of training for a major event, right? You're trying to get your body in tip top shape. It's really the mindset going behind that.
Yeah.
That kind of changes to say, hey, this is the outcome. This is what I'm trying to achieve, and you're holding yourself accountable to that.
Yeah.
Nobody else knows whether or not you come up short on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna touch the line or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only you know that. And
Mhm.
depending on what you're trying to do, you know why you where you at. You know what I'm saying?
And that is the mindset thing. That's
You
the
know?
main thing right there. You ain't let nothing bother you. Can't
Yeah.
let anything bother you. You just
Yeah.
gotta have your mind stuck
Yeah,
on
right.
that one thing.
Yeah.
That's you gotta be stuck. It's
Yeah.
just you can't go nowhere else.
Yeah. So sidebar, man, young bulls out there, if y'all going to get it, no matter what you're doing, sports, academically, whatever. Hold yourself and have a standard to what you're trying to achieve, what you're willing to do every single day, to get to where you're trying to get to. Because ultimately, 20 minutes a day or whatever that consistency is daily is going to be way more important than you working 2 hours once every week. You know what I'm saying? Once every other week, and you really not bullshitting. So to take care of your body, take care of your mind, man. Get rest, drink some damn water.
But you need water.
You know what I'm saying? Like straight up.
Yeah.
Like get some rest, man.
Yeah, I thought it was crazy when when I hit you up, you be like, man, we just got out of practice. You gotta get up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Come
got
on, man.
meetings.
Get no sleep.
You're right.
Anything. By the time you
Right.
get some food, it's 10 o'clock, bro. Cap closed, like.
And you just out here.
Yeah.
You just out here.
Yeah.
So I think athlete's life is definitely unique in a sense. It's kind of his own world. You know what I'm saying? Like you got it's a totally different world in terms of the shit that you going through and experiencing or whatever. So yeah, so that's interesting, man. So you're going through this experience with COVID. You training, you getting your body right. Now you're realizing, damn, man, I've been treating my body right this whole 4 years. You know what I'm saying? But we're here now. So, and then I'll let you kind of tell it, but I know you mentioned before, as you come up on the date, it's starting to get a little testy. Like, all right, is they gonna cancel it? Like, what's going on? So,
yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it was.
Yeah.
Cause we had so they sent us home for a weekend. Like weekend, usually teacher be saying something, teacher not saying nothing. So by the time the end of the weekend, they're like, well, y'all can extend y'all like vacation. Like y'all can pretty much stay home for 3 more days, like on the weekend. And then after like a week, it was like, well, y'all just need to evacuate.
Yeah.
So my pro day, I think we cleared school like March 15th.
Okay.
From the emails, like that's all I'm reading emails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's 3:15 up there.
Yeah.
So I'm
refreshing
like
a mother.
Yeah, like that's it. Like really, hold up. I'm showing my mom, like, hold up, is this what I'm thinking saying? They're like, y'all need to evacuate. Then I'm like, all right, so we evacuate. I'm still training, you know. And then I think it's like the 25th is the pro date. Probably 23rd, I think, for exactly. Yeah. But within that week, they're like, yeah, cancel pro day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dang. So by that time, I done went
so
to
what's,
school.
what's going through your mind right now? They canceled pro day. You've been grinding. You've been getting your body right all this time. And boom, they canceled pro day. How you feeling?
I'm just like, dang. Like, that was it.
Nothing you can do.
Excuse me.
Nothing you can do.
Yeah, y'all was just like, dang, like, what I'm gonna do? I was like, yeah, you gotta come get your stuff, evacuate. So I'm like, all right, so now I evacuate. I was like, don't even feel like going back home now.
Yeah. Well, so I think, and I guess kind of going to the not wanting to go back home.
Yeah.
Right. What was that kind of, like, wow, most people welcome home, right?
Yeah.
But coming from a mindset of people feeling like, or maybe the people back home feeling like, hey, we expecting you to make it, right? Or we expecting you to be doing ... right? And sometimes the ... is worse than a very detailed explanation of what is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they got all types of, dreams.
Yeah, I get that. And I think the thing I didn't want to do, I wouldn't want to come home just for a reason, for like my personal reason though. It's just like, of course, like since I'm like the little brother, some dudes like, all right, we gotta take care of him.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So coming from maybe a city where it is not known for its wealth and opportunity, right?
Yeah, true.
And Durham being the same way, you kind of have to have people who can look out for you in all fronts, right?
Yeah, facts.
And be like, Brett's supposed to be the one getting the fuck up on out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? Go on, bro. You know what I mean? So that's good to be able to kind of have that. And I mean, I guess just mentally, what was your mindset? Like, was it kind of like a depression thing, or like what was it? Did you just bounce back like, oh fuck, okay, it got canceled, okay, cool, what I'm gonna do now? What's next?
It was a little bit of both. It was like, what I gotta do? And I was like, all right, well, I gotta do something. It was just figuring out and what I gotta do. Yeah. That's what it was. That's what it came down to. Cause I was trying to, once that kind of situation happened, it's just like the next situation. It's like, all right, what I gotta do to do this? I don't want to stay. Went and moved my uncle for a couple months.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like fresh out of college.
Yeah.
We had to evacuate, so I'm staying with them for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
After the 2, I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm about to find my own place.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the mentality, right, of like, all right, I've been, self-sufficient, right? For this amount of time, I'm expecting this thing, and now, because it didn't play out like I expected it to, now I immediately got to hurry up and start rebuilding the next plan. You know what I'm saying? And kind of the pressure of figuring out real life now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of athletes in general kind of go through that.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Which I think that's why I'm really big on this whole platform and podcast of like, you need to talk about it. You need to get it out. You know what I'm saying? Because like everybody expecting you to figure it out and know what's going on. Well, now you ain't making hundreds of thousands of millions. What you gonna do? Like, what we? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's interesting, man. So I'm glad you shared that, bro. And you got to be able to have people like you said to be able to reach out to.
Yeah, definitely.
Be able to lean on. So I know like I played DB, so I would have been. In your shit if we had been across the line from each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So you know, if you ever need somebody to reach out to or just talk to about that transition of going from athletics to real life, and I mean, you're a young bull out here. You know what I'm saying?
I would love to see that.
Yeah, fact though.
I love to see that though.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about like you see you being this shit. I love to see that.
I ain't that time, you know what
Not
I'm
right
right
now. I'll probably have to. So I do yoga and stretching and all that stuff in the morning every day. You know, I'm trying to be on my zen and healing, right? All that type of stuff. But yeah, man. Yeah, I probably would have been pressing for sure. For sure. All right, but now, so we're going. I kind of got off track, man. I got off track. But I guess with obviously y'all know him, and you definitely know him for sure. What was that experience? I guess, you know, after obviously it being canceled, you kind of rebounding and figuring out everything you trying to do and getting on the road, and then now, boom, y'all start dating. And what is that? Because y'all two single, right? Y'all,
we single.
Y'all recently single.
Yeah.
Me and him talk like almost.
Yeah, that's my brother, right?
Yeah, he hit me when it. I had never like experienced him hitting like a point to where he just broke. He didn't say he broke, but he went down. But he came back.
Yeah, man.
I was like, damn. I was like, I never seen him like hit.
Well, I mean, that's important, man. I mean, I think to think about the expectation to. I guess we have to decide what is the line? What is the expectation to no longer be able to break down no more?
Yeah, facts.
Mm-hmm.
As a young jit at 18, you know what I'm saying? When I leave high school, okay, I can't break down no more after high school. Damn. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Especially when something as monumental as your primary drive or force, you know what I'm saying, behind every day, your whole schedule, life, and everything is revolved around this one thing. And for that to be ripped out, I don't care what it is. Fuck athletics. It could be about anything. You know what I'm saying?
It was like that.
Like
6.
Yeah, for real.
You feel
Young
me?
boy.
People can't even, if somebody said shut down your social media starting March 2020 because of COVID, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
all the way up until now, how would they feel? How you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people go crazy.
Let alone something that you literally putting blood, sweat, and tears into. Literally.
That's how you love.
Not even social media.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? So for people who don't really understand, they'll be like, shut up and dribble, or, you know, whatever. You just an athlete. Like, man, you putting 6-10 hours into this shit every day.
You putting 18 years into
You know what I'm saying? Right. Year after year after
countless
year after
days.
year after year. And boom, for that shit to be gone like that over the flu. You know what I'm saying?
About it no more.
Crazy. Right. Yes,
Doesn't matter.
I've been at it on the low, trapping out a while I keep seeing the leaders doing us, we talking plans and maybe seeing you. Pull up on you, let me scoop. Nobody here but me and you. Got a little ring to it, turn that thing fluid in the coupe. Way you look, I know it's real. I'm on my Marshawn shit. I've been really getting feel. You know why I'm here, don't act like you don't know how I feel. But let me tell you what you mean.